of all, it goes without saying how much I appreciate your current governor, Ralph Northam. Where's Ralph? There you are, pal. Thank you. Well, that's all right. Let him go. Let him go. That's okay. That's all right. Why don't you hang out and talk to me?
Well, just at a time, as we've seen, where gas prices are going through the roof, natural gas, home heating oil, you name it, we're seeing that the policies of this administration are making things worse, not better, for hardworking American families. And then we're told that President Biden will be flying to Glasgow, Scotland, for a climate change conference, presumably to make more promises about how he's going to further restrict domestic production of fossil fuels here in the United States. Presumably he's going to say, well, we're going to move to more electric vehicles, for example. But I really want to ask people like President Biden from time to time, where do you think electricity comes from? That wall socket over there? Well, it comes from natural gas, it comes from coal, it comes from nuclear power, and it comes from hydro in appropriate circumstances. But they are doing nothing to increase our independence when it comes to being able to produce our own energy here in America. In fact, they are making it harder. They're picking winners and losers. In Europe, they said, sure, the Nord Stream 2 pipeline is just fine. Mr. Putin was happy with that, while he shuts down the Keystone XL pipeline here, making it harder and harder to drill for and to produce more energy here at home. And you've seen the inflation and what the impact of higher prices are having here. Europe is going to have some of the highest electricity costs in recent history. Why? Because they've outlawed nuclear power. They no longer use coal. Meanwhile, I assume China was going to step up and make a commitment, another commitment that they will not keep. They are producing more coal-fired power plant electricity than any other country in the world. They're responsible for 28% of the world's emissions. And of course, if there are emissions being produced in China, it's a global phenomenon. And so it doesn't make any difference what we do to ourselves to restrain our production here if China is going to continue to break its promises and commitments, as will Russia, as will other countries around the world. So we need more affordable and more available energy here at home. It'll produce more jobs. It'll help bring down the prices, and I think make the world less dependent on countries like Saudi Arabia and Russia for our most basic energy needs. Looks like Senator Sullivan.